We are treated to artwork throughout Santa Fe Springs, and not by accident. Their Artwork in Public Places program began in the late 1990s and is giving us many Santa Fe Springs hidden gems.
I'm Margaret Hammond, and I work for the City of Santa Fe Springs for 20 years, and one of my responsibilities was the oversight and the development of the public art program. We're about to enter the sculpture garden. It was an ambitious project that took place in 1999, which we looked at the art of 90 artists and developed a team of 5 or 6 artists to produce a group of sculptures that related directly to the city's history. In the sculpture garden, there are 3 spectacular fountains. A lot of art has water as a theme in our collection, and that's because Santa Fe Springs was once on top of a layer of water that would spew out and form ponds. And also Santa Fe Springs had a lake that is no longer here. It was fed geothermally by an oil collection underground, and there was also a river. And so we asked the artists to create fountains that reflected our history in terms of water. And the first one is pond life, and it reflects all the wildlife that has now disappeared in Santa Fe Springs. Another one is Snake Basket Fountain, and it is the source of its look is a Native American basket owned by the Bowers Museum, and the Native Americans who lived here were expert basket makers. The third fountain is called Fossil Fountain. It's interesting because it shows prehistoric materials that got layered in underground places and formed the basis of the oil that was so plentiful in the 1920s here.
So how did all this artwork start?
The city passed an ordinance, a public art ordinance. We were inspired by other cities that were doing art, and it seemed like a big project to take on for such a small city like ours. But it turned out to be a very good decision. As the development around Santa Fe Springs improved, landscape standards improved, also buildings started to look better, and to put the icing on the cake, the city used artwork to finish off the project. And those pieces were paid for by the developers that were putting their buildings in town. Well, I really recommend going over the bridge that spans Telegraph and Norwalk Boulevard. There's artwork, photographs embedded in the bridge, and when you land in the food court at the end of the bridge, you'll see even more artwork that reflects Santa Fe Springs history. Spring Star. It's almost 3 stories high, and it was designed to create a spectacular entrance to the city's largest industrial complex.
Okay, your name is?
Alexander Shagin. I'm a sculptor, coin designer, and an architect. This is a project to decorate, it's a public art project for a business in Santa Fe Springs. We call this project Whispering Shadows. Well, we try to recreate the effect of resurrection of what is buried underneath in Native American lands that are so prominently displayed in Santa Fe Springs.
We've seen artwork all over the city. Are they hidden gems?
They're hidden but they're accessible to the public. And this particular artwork is in a cul-de-sac where not many people would normally venture. So it still enhances the environment here on this cul-de-sac, and it's a pleasure to see something so beautiful when you come to work in the morning. It's called Synergy, and I think that word also means energy, like the energy we need to keep putting art in public places in Santa Fe Springs.